Evil clap. Damn, I'm sick, folks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sick of these bitches.
He's a sick ass fool.
Hey.
Hey.
What's up, you guys? And welcome back to school. But don't worry, everything is cool. I'm your host, Julyssa. And of course, I am here with the boys, Steve and Brennan. Say what's up, you guys.
What's up?
And how y'all doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. For those of you who are listening, it is currently Thanksgiving. Although it's fuck Christopher Columbus and colonization, we still gonna eat because we still gonna eat.
Yeah.
Because the whole team's still gonna eat. Right?
I like that. I like that. Very
Yeah,
much so.
but it's Thanksgiving. We didn't mention it on the last episode somehow.
People are going to get mad at me. But isn't today like another day too? Or did it not catch on?
I know tomorrow's Indigenous Day.
Oh, really? There we go.
Wow.
It was tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's why, bro. Because you knew already.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
like, it's
yeah.
not today, it's tomorrow.
Today's Thanksgiving Day, and then tomorrow's Indigenous Day.
Did Joe Biden pardon the turkey this year?
I
I don't know. I saw Tim Walz didn't, and he was all happy about it.
He didn't?
Yeah, and he was all happy about it. On
like,
Twitter, he posted. Yeah, no, straight up. On Twitter, he posted his official account. He's like, I did not pardon my turkey. It's like something. It was like something, and he's like in the picture. He's like all like sneaky and like
that,
yeah. He's like, I did not pardon the turkey. He's like, you're cooked, buddy. Something like that. It literally something like that.
It's kind of funny.
And everybody in the replies was like, you're a psycho.
He's
You're
a monster.
insane. You're a monster.
Eating
Yeah.
a turkey? That's
Yeah.
inhumane.
I just think he's probably just like not the beloved politician right now.
It's because he's a redneck or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But it was very interesting. I was like, oh, wow. I've never seen someone brag about killing a turkey.
Do you guys think you could kill a turkey?
I'd kill
And
anything.
you're not starving. It's like you right now.
I think I'd kill anything.
No, I don't think I could.
Yeah, me neither.
I think I could kill anything.
You think so?
I think so. If I like put my mind in that place.
No, like right now. Like your mom was like, yo, we got a turkey. You want to come kill it?
I'm telling you, if I put my mind there, I think so. I think you got to start small. That's why.
No.
Since I've
Kill a
already
turkey?
killed animals before.
Oh,
I don't think I could kill anything.
yeah, me neither.
You guys have never killed anything?
A fish.
A fish? Really?
Yeah, I've gone
You went
fishing.
fishing? Julie?
It's sad because they kind of go.
I actually believe her. Whoa.
They do.
Whoa.
They do. And I was
Poor
like,
babies.
yeah.
I do it in a humane way. I'd do it in a humane way.
What did you say before?
I said I do it in a humane way, as in like I'm currently killing animals.
Oh.
And it's true though. Julie doesn't kill insects or stuff. She makes me do them. I usually just pick them up and move them.
Oh, but when I said it that one podcast, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
He's never gonna let it go.
No, because you guys.
I was not making fun of you.
Christ.
I was listening to both debates because you were having a very heavy debate with our good friend Izzy, and he thought you were doing too much.
Izzy always thinks I'm doing too much.
Yeah, but he still loves you.
Yeah, he does. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good
He's a
guy.
good kid. He's a good kid.
He's a good kid.
Um,
As if he's not older than you.
I know. Do you think? I couldn't kill a turkey. What about a cow? But you said anything, right?
I generally do think if I had to, I could. I was watching last night to fall asleep. I was watching like camping videos. Is that famous guy? I think Outdoor Boys. Have you heard about him? For those of you who don't know, he's this pretty big YouTuber. He gets like a lot of his videos have like millions and millions of views. And he's doing this one where he was stranded in Alaska for like 3 days, and it's pretty cool because he's like duck hunting because he's stranded, so he doesn't know like how he's gonna get food. And there's this part where he's fishing and he picks up a fish, like this beautiful long, like glowing fish, and he's like, I'm gonna put this one back, and like, I just can't kill this one, like it's just too beautiful, and he puts it back.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, you see, it'd be like that.
Pretty privileged.
Oh, isn't that crazy? That's so true.
I like your mind.
I know, Julie. I like your mind. She's that one friend who's too woke.
Yeah. You know what? You know what I will say though? I don't know what it is, but like let's say like I was hunting like I don't know, like a duck or a turkey. I couldn't like if you put it in front of me and you're like Brandon, cut its head off. I couldn't do that.
No.
But if you gave me like a bow and arrow and you were like shoot it,
I
I
get
could
you.
do that probably.
What do you think it is?
I don't know. Maybe it's too personal.
I was gonna say, is it like intimate? Because you're like
Yeah, it'd probably look me in the eyes and I'd cry. And then my honor would go down.
God. When you got to the pearly gates, God would be like, "Hey, you killed that one. That one
he
fucking
would.
duck. Julie, how come you don't think in survival of the fittest, like if it was do or die, you'd be able to do it?
Mm-mm.
Really? So you'd rather die?
Mhm.
You know what? In a way, that's very honorable. In a way,
Yeah.
in a way, that's very. I respect that.
She's an honorable cowgirl.
Yeah, you're like I'd rather die
She's
before.
not a villainous outlaw.
You're not a vegetarian,
No, I wanted to be for a long time, but
but what happened?
I feel like
Tastes too good.
I like wings.
I respect that. It's true. They taste pretty good.
I genuinely am like, I can stop. If I could stop eating meat, I would do it. I would miss wings for sure.
There's just
Yeah.
something so primal about like off the bone. You don't like wings though, huh?
Not really. Sorry.
I like them.
It's because you're not a finger guy. Like you don't like you have very sensitive touch, right? So like weird textures and like stuff like that. Because wings is very much you use your fucking hands.
Well, I don't know. It's not that I dislike them. I don't know. How do I explain it? You're like, it's not that you dislike something. You're just not the biggest fan of it. So it's not good enough for you to go out of your way to get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
I
more
see
like that where it's like, well, there's other stuff I can get. You get what I mean?
I don't know.
Like-
Nothing beats a good wings.
I
Good
don't know
wings.
what it is. I don't think I'm really like a
Carnivore?
a dark meat guy.
But I mean, there's some white meat in there. There's just the corners are like dark.
I like chicken breast, but I'm not really like a dark meat guy.
I don't like breast though.
Well,
No,
Like chicken breasts or like breasts in general.
like chicken breasts.
dude, do you guys remember those I Heart Boobies things?
Oh, yeah.
I remember when we were in Catholic school, some guy had one, and I was like, bro, you're gonna get in so much trouble.
He might as well have had it say like "I love fucking" on it.
Yeah, but I didn't know, and he explained to me. He was like, "No, dude, it's breast cancer," and I was like, "Oh, really? That's cool."
You're like,
and then
"Oh my
I remember even the teacher came up and was like, "Oh, I like your breast." Like,
God." she
blew my
she raised
mind.
her hand in
Yeah.
unison.
Yeah,
That's
blew
cool.
my mind. But so
Oh, let's get right into it.
let's get into the meat of this
Oh,
podcast.
wait a minute. That's good, though. I always do that, but y'all never clap for me. Whatever.
You didn't clap for me now.
I did. I said woo.
Julie fake laughed.
Julie, let me hear one clap, please.
Make it clap.
The mic can't pick it up. Do it closer. Make it clap. The fucking like.
Evil clap. Damn, I'm sick, folks. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Nasty.
sick of these bitches.
He's a sick ass fool.
Hey,
Hey.
no
Alright.
gang affiliation. I
And
was just kidding.
speaking of sick ass fools, our first topic is gonna be about all the rage. Kendrick Lamar repped his set, said what's up, represented California and LA alike. Am I right, Julie? So, what did you guys think of the surprise album? Come on, Julie, bring me that energy.
Ooh.
Not just woo. Go ahead, say something. Spit.
Spit on it.
Mustard. No.
Mustard.
It's not enough. Too many left-leaning podcasts, but it's not enough.
Are you rapping?
Yes, in a way I am.
That's
He's
cool.
trying to rap right now.
Oh, he's trying.
But it's not enough. Too many sick ass foods, but it's not enough.
Turn this podcast off. Turn this. It was cool. He dropped on my birthday, so I was like, "Ah, thanks, bro."
He did drop on your
I
birthday.
heard
birthday.
I heard he's dropping another one before the year
Hey,
ends.
for your birthday. Maybe I'll talk to him. I don't know.
Yeah, I texted him and I was like, "Yo, I think Brandon would really appreciate if you dropped this album today."
Yeah, me and him are cool. We're
Yeah,
real cool. We're close.
He told me not to say anything to you, but I let it slip almost a few times.
Nah, that's cool. He's cool. We're cool.
Yeah, Kenny.
Yeah, I remember. I used to write for him actually. Yeah.
Oh, you wrote that? So that.
ADHD. I wrote for him.
Yeah, and the other the one that was kind of big, but not everybody knew that you wrote that song.
Humble.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're cool though. But it was a cool album. It was a cool album. I really liked it. His first non-concept album.
You know, I
Oh.
also helped him out.
All right.
No, that one. Okay, no, but that one is true. Okay, audience, like this isn't even a joke. She really did. This is
What
kind
were
of
you
crazy.
gonna say? What were you gonna say?
I don't know. I just couldn't keep the bit up. I cracked. Sorry.
You said all right, but it's true.
But I did.
Yeah,
she did. She actually did.
It's like we were joking
I
around
had
before, but she
to-
really did. Do you want to tell the story or not?
Yeah, I guess I can tell it. So Basically, I don't know if everybody has seen about like the stories that have been coming out about one specific Latina artist that's in the album, which is Daira Barrera. And so the backstory to her, and I'm sure everybody has seen the article, is that like Kendrick discovered her at Dodger Stadium during the World Series. She was performing there and she was paying homage to Fernando Valenzuela, who had passed away. And so she was like singing, she had a performance there. And so then Kendrick kind of like was like, oh, I want to know who that is. And so one of my coworkers contacted me because I had worked with her and like the whole band and the performers there that day. So then she was like, oh, like, what's the mariachi like lady's like name? And I just gave her the name. I just thought it was she was just asking because she saw the performance and she's like, well, I want to follow her kind of thing. But I never like questioned like why she was asking. I was just like, I mean, she's also my coworker, so I was like, I just straight up gave it to her. And then that was that, right? And then when the album dropped, and she's the first voice in that album. And so when I first heard it, I recognized the voice and I was like, wait, is that her? And then I looked it up and it said that it was like her and she had like been on the album. And not until the next day, the article came out about like how Kendrick kind of discovered her. And then my coworker texted me while I was at work and she's like, remember when you helped me find out who the mariachi lady was? And I was like, yeah. And I thought she was going to say like, oh, she's on the album. Like, did you know? And so after that, she sends me a screenshot from somebody else who had asked her who the mariachi lady was. And she said thank you to her. And she sent her the article that said like, Kendrick discovered her at Dodger Stadium and now she's on the GNX album. And then she sent me that screenshot and she told me thank you. And she was basically like, bro, we helped out basically like get her on the album. And then I was generally like, I guess very shocked and I couldn't believe it. And I was more like, did we actually do that? I was like, did we actually help her like get on the album? I was like, all I did was just give her the name. But they were like, but I mean, you essentially were working with her. So they were like, yeah, you like helped her basically like them figure out who she was. So yeah, so that's kind of like the backstory of all that. And so then we were, me and my coworker were like, basically we did that. We got her on the album kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Well, we like helped a little bit.
You guys played a part.
Like, yeah. And I just thought that was crazy because it was like, I couldn't believe it. Like I generally was like, wait, really? Like we just had like that small part and just like giving the name and then she ended up like on the album. And I was just like, that's crazy. Cause like she's on 3 different songs. She's like the intro, for what is it? Whacked Out Girls. Yeah. And then she's in Reincarnated and then she's in the last song, Gloria. So you can hear her throughout the whole entire album. Wow. And so that's why I was like, I immediately like recognized her voice. And then the articles came out and then I was like, oh, that's cool. And everybody like started posting it. And so then not until like probably like halfway through the day, that's when my coworker texted me. And she said that whoever like had contacted her told her thank you like for the help. And then I think that's the part that like got me where I was like, that's cool that she came back and she showed us the article and she was like, thank you, specifically you guys, for helping us out to get her on the album. And then that's when I was like, damn, that's crazy. Like we did that. Like that we really did that. Yeah. And yeah, so for yeah, that was really cool. I was like, that was cool because also like, again, going back to like the whole album, it's cool because I mean Kendrick always is very outspoken about the Black community, and I think including especially now the Latino community in that album, I think is very significant because that's the LA culture, you know, that's who LA kind of is. And so that was really cool to see that. And I remember when I first heard the album, I haven't heard like all of the songs, but just like the first few that I've heard, I remember I was like, bro, this is generally for the Latino community, like all the songs, because a lot of them are like samples of other songs. Mm-hmm. And so that's cool to have that inclusivity of it all.
Yeah, it is really cool because it was one of those things that I thought it was kind of like a tripping criticism that Kendrick was getting when he released Not Like Us because of the music video is very LA. and I remember he was getting some criticism about how he doesn't represent enough of the Mexican Latino culture. At least for me, I thought like it's okay because it was mainly a representation of his neighborhood and how he kind of his perspective on LA. But I thought it was really cool that he actually took that criticism and did something with even the music video for Squabbled Up. He features Chicano style in there, and that's really cool. And then the album itself features multiple Latino artists like Lefty Gunplay and the other guy, I don't know how to say his name. Peso? Yeah, Peso?
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you say it?
Yeah.
Peso?
I think that's how you say it because it's Pey, so pay, and then Soh, so I think it's Peso. He's a Mexican rapper, and I think he's on the track GNX, and then Lefty Gunplay is on TV Off, and he's Guatemalan Mexican American.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool because that's really represented.
Yeah.
Because you often see, so this is what's like, I guess like for those of you who aren't from LA, there's kind of this outcry and there's this demand for more representation of true LA culture that isn't like the transplant West Hollywood. Mainstream media represents LA as like the beaches at all these fancy restaurants. There's the actual culture of people who were born and raised here, from East Los or South Central, all that. And it's cool because whenever that is represented, it is very much either centered on Latinos or centered on the Black community. And you rarely see a crossbreed of those two communities, but we're very present here in this city. And so it's very beautiful that in this album, you get a representation of both because that truly is what LA is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful, bro.
No, yeah, it was pretty cool. And I guess also reading, because I read the article that talked about all the Latino artists that are on the album. And every single one of them is just like talking about how they've gone through the struggle of like where they're from. Like, I think Lefty Gun is from like Baldwin Park, and he talks about like his struggle with that. And the fact that like Kendrick put him on the album is just like a big thing of like what he's doing and to continue doing. He was like,
he's opening doors.
Yeah,
right?
like he's opening doors for all these people. And like, especially like, for example, like with Daira Barrera, like she's been singing for such a long time. And for her to get that opportunity is like super huge for her. And like everyone's going to remember that, especially because it's like not only was she at the stadium, but now she was on Kendrick's album. And I think that's going to open doors for her. And I think that's crazy what he's, doing to kind of uplift every other community.
Yeah, it's opening doors for her and opening doors for the rest of the community. And it's cool because, like, LA's on one, bro. We just won the World Series with the Dodgers. The Dodgers are a very iconic staple of Los Angeles. It really is. When you go to Dodger Stadium, you see the real life demographic of the city. Yeah. Very heavily Latino, very heavily Black, very heavily multicultural. And it's beautiful because the fact that Kenny was there, right? Kendrick was there and he saw her performing. What's her name? I'm sorry.
Daira Barrera.
Daira Barrera. And the fact that he saw Daira performing, and it just was like, I need her on this album. I need her to get in the booth. Yeah. She needs to jump in the stew right now. Yeah. I think that's super empowering. I don't know. It makes me feel really proud to be from this city, and because it feels like the representation that so many people have always demanded for. And so it feels good, man. It's a feel good album. How do you guys feel though? Do you guys enjoy the album?
Yeah. I think it's crazy because when you talked about that other group that you said was super rude, and we were like, well, they fucked up an opportunity. This is living proof that they probably did fuck up an opportunity. Yeah. Who knows? They could have been on Kendrick's album.
I know. I didn't even see that. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, because because both groups were from the World Series. I think they were from Game 1, and then the banda that I talked about was from, I think, for Game 2. And like we cut them off. Well, I mean, they still perform, but I mean, eventually we cut them off, which like I talked about on the other podcast. But that is crazy to think about. I didn't think about that until you said that.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like, yeah, I guess they really did ruin a lot of opportunities for themselves.
Yeah, they could have been on a Kendrick album and they fucked it up.
You see, if I knew them personally, I would show them. I would be like, you fucking idiots. You fucking idiots. I'd be pissed if I was one of the members. I'd be like, bro, she literally got on the Kendrick album because Kendrick was there. Think about us. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
pissed. I'm still pissed right now.
They're also never gonna get invited back. So
yeah, no, whoever else is there, yeah,
yeah. So they're
see?
never gonna be seen in that way. But like, it was cool because like, I can say that like I met her and I worked with her, and even though some part of like it wasn't her group that she was performing with, it was like her and then a separate group.
yeah.
That group was okay. Like I had issues with them. But her, like specifically, because she was like basically a solo artist, she came with her sister, and they were really nice. Like they were really cool. They were like, they followed like our rules, like they followed everything, and she was really nice. And they both sing, but I think mostly just her. Like at least from what I saw, it was just mostly her singing. But her sister also sings, and they sound similar, and their voices are really really beautiful when they sing together. But it was just her performing that day. And yeah, when I saw that she was on there, I was like, that's cool, because she generally was like really nice. Like I didn't have any issues with her. That was my first time working with her. I know she's been there before, but that was my first time working with her, and she was really really nice. Like, and I think she's very well deserving just from that first impression that I got from her. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I think that's really cool that she was able, like she specifically landed on that album, and I think that's really nice.
Yeah. What's your guys' favorite tracks? I feel like TV Off Instant, classic for me.
I like Whacked Out Murals and Gloria.
Gloria. I like Whacked Out Murals, and then what's the other one?
Luther, the one with SZA.
No, there's another one. But Whacked Out Murals for sure.
Squabbed Up.
Oh yeah, Squabbed. Well,
I think Dodger Blue.
Dodger Blue is nice. I still
haven't listened to Dodger Blue.
Dodger Blue is
I've
nice.
only been seeing the part where he's like, oh, don't say what is it?
Don't say fuck LA if you've never gone past the 10.
Yeah, I've only been seeing that all over TikTok.
You know what else I've been seeing about that album is the controversy surrounding the slur he used.
Oh yeah, Julie was telling me about it, and then Brandon told me about it. I don't know. I shouldn't say it, right?
No.
It's weird because it's so normalized. I guarantee. I was telling Julie, I swear that slur has been used like in TV, like kids.
No, yeah. I don't. I'll be honest. I'm sorry if I offended anybody by saying this, but I didn't know it was a slur. I always knew it was improper.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was more just like improper. Like, you know how people say like the indigenous communities when they call them Indians.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing
along that line.
Yeah,
but I didn't know it was a slur.
I didn't know anything at all about it, which is why I'm like, I'm sorry if I ever said it, because I generally didn't know like at all that it was a slur, or in any way that it was like offensive, I guess. I know I grew up hearing it as like a joke, but I didn't know it was like truly like a slur.
Yeah, I wonder if Kendrick knew, because some people bring up that good point about how like he's supposed to be he raps about being very woke and like very educated. Yeah. So for him to slip up like that, I think the criticism is valid.
Yeah. I'm not sure, but I'm glad I got educated on it. It's
well, yeah, because I think when the album dropped, I think like the next day, that's when I saw a TikTok video about somebody saying how they're very hurt that Kendrick said that. Yeah. Because they're very disappointed in like the album, because like he included that, and then that's when he goes into like the word and like how offensive it is, and then that's when I told you about it, and I was like, oh, have you seen that people have been saying this? But I know now like it's turned into like just a lot, because then people are like, oh, so then we can't say like the other word, like the N word or whatever. And so then there's like this whole
like a hot topic.
Yeah, now there's like the whole arguments of like, oh, all of a sudden a word is like bad or whatever. And it's just like, I don't know. I feel like it's just not going anywhere in like some people's, I guess, arguments.
Like people focus on the negative a little too much.
I think people are focusing on the wrong thing about it. Which is like, but I think just the main thing is just like, don't say it. Like, I think that's just like the thing. Like, don't say it.
Yeah,
you know?
I get you.
Because I think now what's stated is that it is offensive. Yeah. Like it's an offensive word. It's a slur and it shouldn't be said. Nobody should say it like at all. And so I think people aren't getting that message. People are just being more, I guess, offended that they can't say the word anymore. And I think it's kind of like what we're saying. It's like, we didn't know, and that's okay if you didn't know. Like, I think we're all learning this together, that like we didn't know that word was offensive. And
well, I mean, I just think I think that if you say something that you didn't know was offensive, I think that you are for the most part excused because it's just like ignorance. But I think if you are educated and then you still use it after, then that's where I think repercussions can happen. Because I mean, like I said, I mean, Kendrick boasts about how he's educated, so I think the criticism is valid. But I think if he generally didn't know, but then he chooses then to be respectful and not use it, then I think that that's a very respectful way of going about like what is it called, like amending any hurt that he gave out.
I think it's aside from that, I think it's weird how people are so defensive over their slurs. Like, why do people want to say them so bad?
Yeah.
Like why are people like, you can't take away my slurs?
Yeah, like when people are like, I don't know, like if somebody tells you something is offensive, like I don't know, because I'm like, do you act like that with like people in your regular life? Like if I said something that offended you, I wouldn't be like, get over it, bro. Or like if you said something to offend your mom, like do those people are like, nah, get over it, mom, it's a free country?
Probably some people,
you know.
Yeah.
But it's like, why are you so? Because also I was thinking about it. I don't think I can't think of it ever really saying it because I don't think it's ever really come up in conversation. So when people are like so defensive over like being able to use them, like how often does that even come up in day-to-day conversation for you?
They only do it. The only time I ever heard it, at least as an adult, is when people call themselves bleep brothers. Have you ever heard of that term?
What is
the slur bleep brothers? It's when you've slept with the same person.
Oh,
like if you and me had slept with the same girl, we'd be blank brothers. That's when I hear people say it the most. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, that's when I've heard it.
Yeah,
that's the only time I've ever heard it.
Yeah, I've only ever beyond that. The only time I remember, I swear to God, they would always use it in kids' TV when you're little, and they would call them blank, and they'd live in the. I don't even know if that's a slur, so I don't even want to say it. But they live in the snow, so.
I think the criticism is valid. I feel
100%.
I feel like I think it's also because of like the subject matter of the album, where the album's kind of about native LA culture.
Yeah.
So then it's a slur against indigenous native people. Yeah. It's kind of like, I get why people are upset.
And what song is it? Do you guys know?
I actually don't know.
I don't even.
It might be GNX.
I listened to the whole album. I swear I didn't even hear it until people.
Unless he took it out.
I don't know.
No, I doubt that. It's probably just there. It's just he says it for 1 second, so it's obviously hard to find.
I'll look it up. Continue though. Continue.
Okay. I kind of wanted to move on to still the on the basis of the album. I want to talk about Drake. Drake. Is that okay with you, Brandon?
Yeah.
Okay. So for those of you who have, I'm not even. Come on. Everybody knows Drake. Drake's like the pop star of this generation. Like everybody knows what he's up to, but he's suing Universal. 2 lawsuits actually filed on different days. First lawsuit, he's suing Universal, claiming that Universal artificially inflated Kendrick's numbers on the Not Like Us song. I don't know why I blanked. I couldn't remember what it was called. The Not Like Us song. Drake is saying that Universal conspired against him and inflated Kendrick's numbers in order to make Drake look bad and make Kendrick look good, in order to like continue to perpetuate the beef and continue to make more money. And the second lawsuit is just a defamation. Simple. They were just saying that Universal defamated Drake's name, rubbed Drake's squeaky clean image all over the world, which is so funny because Drake's such a fake gangster. Like he'll rap about like, oh, I got switches and I'm gonna shoot people, but then as soon as somebody outs him as being a predator, he's like, I'm gonna sue you. That's illegal.
Well, I think it's funny because it's more because he accused Kendrick of suing him for.
Oh really?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
Because which album?
Remember when he used the? It wasn't an album. It was when he did the AI Tupac voice.
Oh yeah.
And the estate of Tupac said that if he didn't take that down, they're gonna sue him. And then Drake was like, "Oh, wow, like you're gonna sue me." And he said that it was Kendrick who got them to do that. Yeah. So I'm like, well, why'd you? I don't know. Anyways.
Wait, but why specifically Universal? Because
that's their record label.
That's their record label.
Both of theirs?
Yeah, both. Yeah, saying basically they showed bias for Kendrick, and Universal responded. They had an official statement saying that they felt offended that Drake They use the word offended that Drake would think that they would ever do that to their own artist. That they felt that it's there's no claims, it makes no sense, and that they pride themselves in their ethical and moral values. That's what they said. They said on the statement like "fuck you." They basically just said "fuck you."
Are they gonna drop him?
No, people are saying. So you want to know what the Drake dick writers are saying? What the conspiracies are saying? So you know me, I like conspiracies. They're saying that the reason all this is happening is because Drake, I think like his contract, I don't know if they work like NBA contracts, but apparently like his contract was expiring with Universal or some shit like that, and that Drake was obviously wanting more money, but Universal didn't want to pay that money. So in order to make his stock, his image go down, that's why they continuously promoted Not Like Us, because they wanted the leverage over Drake in his new contract, knowing that if his image was going down, his plays were going down, and Kendrick was getting the attention, then Drake would feel more enticed to sign a cheap contract with Universal.
Yeah,
that's why people say the lawsuit is happening, because Drake read between the lines and knows that the only reason that they would inflate the numbers is in order to get Drake to negotiate a smaller number when he re-signs with the label. That's what I know, right? I was damn.
If you were the label, would you re-sign him, even though he's suing you?
Of course,
you would re-sign him.
Well, I mean, if I'm a greedy businessman, probably. Come on, they're gonna turn away money? Like, didn't I swear I saw like some post that Drake had like his most successful year ever in terms of like streaming? So I don't know.
But they're saying from the future because now everybody thinks he's a predator.
Do they?
I mean,
I don't think
it's just because we're LA, like, you know.
Oh, so we're very Team Kendrick.
Yeah, well, because Drake said fuck LA. He said get more love in the city that you're from. So
yeah,
that's why.
where it's also like, I don't know. I mean, there's some people who probably believe that Drake is a predator because of all the things that he kind of has done. Like you've seen, like things on social media and stuff.
You know, hanging out with Millie Bobby Brown.
Or like when he's on stage at his concert and he gets a 16-year-old girl and he's like, oh my God, like.
From like 2008 or something.
You're going to get me in trouble.
Yeah. He's like
basically. But like there's those things that people probably believe that he is. And there's probably people who generally don't care. Like they love his music too much.
I guess separate the art from the artist.
I guess the reason I'm like is Drake just was on the NBA. Like he just announced like he was at the Vince Carter. So obviously I feel like I don't know.
He's not taking that big of a hit.
Yeah. I feel like it's mostly just the people of LA or Kendrick fans, I guess. I don't know.
But I mean, it's enough for him to sue. It's enough for him to sue fucking Universal.
Oh, for sure. I'm not saying like what's the word? I'm not like I agree. Like I feel like he is weird, but I think he's chilling in terms of I don't think his
image.
I don't think his career is over.
Yeah.
To me, I guess for me, his image hasn't changed all that much. I feel like he's always been like this. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
he's always been not like us.
I would. Yeah. Exactly. Wow.
That's the podcast. We'll see you next week.
I feel like his image hasn't changed for me. I saw he was also on that stream with that guy.
Oh yeah, XQC. So. They're so huge. It's crazy.
I know.
They're so huge. I don't watch them either, but they're huge.
Oh, for sure. I see all the people who get on them, and I'm like, damn.
This is the art. We're living in the iCarly era. Cause damn, they have everybody. Sexy Red was just with Kai Cenat. I think like a couple days ago.
Donald Trump was on fucking Aiden Ross.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy.
We have fucking Ice Spice has been on there. Fucking has LeBron? LeBron hasn't been on there, right? But
no,
NBA players
Kevin
have.
Durant was with Speed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So we're living in the. It's literally iCarly.
Why did we get to this?
Oh, because Drake was on there. Yeah, and he called out Steve Lacy.
Yeah. No, I don't.
What did he say about Steve Lacy?
He said Steve Lacy's his soft op.
Or what is it? Fragile. He's a fragile op.
And then Steve Lacy actually responded.
He just. I don't know. I feel like I think it's cool. I like seeing the beef.
Why would he call it Steve Lacy?
But he couldn't take it though.
Who Drake?
Drake can't take the
heat.
It's because he's not a real rapper.
I don't think he's used to losing like that. I feel like Because whether or not you like Drake, he's at the top in terms of like sales and streaming and all that.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's really used to taking like a
An
huge
L.
L.
Yeah.
Because even when he beefed with Pusha T,
T.
I mean, I think he lost like hard.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say his fans let him lose.
Yeah, like
You know?
his streams are still up.
His streams are still up. I feel like everybody was just like, oh, he's got a kid, you know.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say his fans let him lose. But with this one,
Definitely.
I feel like
getting clowned
I
all
feel
the
like
time.
for the most part, everybody is in unison that I would say it's pretty like 80-20%.
Yeah.
You know, that he lost. And then so I don't think he's used to that. I think it's like it's messing with him a little bit. Cause now on all the stuff that I see him in, he's all serious. Cause you remember he used to be all silly and like now he's like, nah.
He's always talking about the beef.
Yeah, he's all serious. You saw what he said at the NBA?
Yeah, he said that
He called DeMar DeRozan a goof.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
like, I can't believe that goof is here.
That's crazy. Yeah, he did.
And he was staring him down.
Because DeMar DeRozan was in Kendrick's music video of Not Like Us.
They're supposed to be besties or whatever.
Yeah, so when Drake went to the NBA, they gave him a seat to commentate, and he was like saying DeMar DeRozan's trash. That's crazy though, because like I think it's embarrassing for him. I think to continue to like perpetuate the beef. I wonder if they're gonna have a round 2. He seems like he wants one.
Well, I was telling you, I feel like I think if there is a round 2, I think it's gonna be one-sided. Like I don't think Kendrick's gonna respond.
You think Lil Wayne is gonna jump in the booth?
Nah,
Lil
Wayne.
Tucci,
nah, no
Lil
way.
Tucci.
Nah, I don't know. I think
I think it's interesting.
no, I do think it's interesting. I agree. I think it's crazy.
It's fun. It's been a crazy year, man. The year's winding down, guys.
Makes music good.
The beef was pretty crazy though.
Yeah.
When it happened.
I still remember when Not Like Us dropped.
Yeah.
I was literally on my way to a friend's birthday, and when we were playing it on the aux, first listen ever, and had never heard it. Remember you and Patrick texted me like Kendrick dropped again, and then I remember we played it right away on the aux, and our jaws were on the fucking floor when he called him a fucking pedophile. I was
I'm
like,
surprised. I don't want him to sue Kendrick, but I'm surprised. I thought he would have sued over that one. Because isn't that defamation? He'd be like, he called me a pedophile, and I'm obviously not.
I'm guessing he's playing 4D chess, where I'm sure going after the label does a bigger impact than going after Kendrick directly.
Probably.
Come on, bro.
My fault.
You got a strategy. He's a war general.
This is
right
why
now.
Drake is.
Yeah.
Well,
this is why he stays on top.
The only other thing that I always thought of though, because you know how you said like the Steve Lacy comment, I always just think Drake likes having the attention on himself.
No, he's all ego. Yeah. He's all
So,
ego.
That's what I think of.
If he
I
took
think that's why he's
shrooms,
doing everything. But I mean, that's how I feel that he's kind of doing everything for.
yeah. If he took shrooms, he'd probably trip out.
No, for sure. I think it's probably. I think it's hard to be. I feel like I don't know how to explain it. It's like before the beef, I wouldn't say like Drake was like beloved. Like I mean, but everybody like fucked with him in that sense, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like to go from the height of it all to like you know, pedophile. You know,
Yeah.
it's probably
I'd crash out too.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd swing on anybody. I'd call everybody out.
Yeah, understandable crash out.
You think Kendrick is gonna sing though? Not like us
For
at
sure.
the Super Bowl.
For sure.
That's
That's what I think Drake is suing about.
That's
He
Brandon's
doesn't-
theory as to why.
I don't think he wants Kendrick to
Because
play
the
this.
world is gonna sing.
Well, because Drake hasn't done a Super Bowl, and I promise you he wants to. That's like the grandest stage of them all. And now Kendrick got 2. He's already got
That's
2
true.
Super Bowls.
That's true.
And now he's going to do one where he's like, hey, everybody, let's call Drake a pedophile.
Oh yeah, I'd sue.
Yeah.
That
for
would make me
sure.
sick.
I would crash out. I'd be like, over my dead body. Yeah.
Well,
Over my dead body. That's so true, though.
well, do you think there's anything that can stop Kendrick from performing at the Super Bowl though?
It sounds like a I don't know, like a villain. Like, can anything stop him? Like, I don't know.
No, but I mean,
I don't
like,
think so. I don't think so.
But I mean, like, can they be like, no, that's like super inappropriate?
I think they can tell him not to, but I don't think he's gonna oblige. Like, I feel like the Super Bowl has like a history of like controversial moments, like when Janet Jackson
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
got
True.
her boobie exposed. I feel like if they told Kendrick not to, he'd do it anyways.
true,
He
true,
has
true.
that energy.
Yeah, I agree. It is funny though, because it reminds me of that meme that's saying, what it feels like to be a Kendrick fan in 2024. And it's the dolphin rainbows and like sparkles. It's so true because I guess being a fan of Kendrick since I was in high school, it's so funny because it wasn't that I hated Drake, but I was always like, this fool's corny. Like, I can't wait for someone, you know, especially when the Pusha T thing happened. I just couldn't believe Drake got away with it. I couldn't believe that, like, he came out of it unscathed and, like, as if, because remember he showed that he did blackface?
Yeah.
And he exposed he had his son, but nah, everybody overlooked that. So I guess that, like, now hear that super villain ass talk about Kendrick, it's like, what it feels like to be a Kendrick fan in 2024.
Anything stop him? No, yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I didn't mean like that.
No,
I know, but it sounds like that.
It sounds funny because I'm sure that's how Drake is thinking. I think that
can anyone stop him?
Somebody do something. I wouldn't be surprised if it's in his contract. Like he's like, I'm gonna play this or I'm not doing the Super Bowl. You know?
Well, Jay-Z's the one who like gets them on the Super Bowl?
What do you mean?
Or is that
like he produces the Super Bowls? Is that true?
Idea.
I don't know. Actually,
I thought that's what it was. At least that's what I had.
We could fact check it.
If anyone knows, it's the sports queen. She works in sports.
I'm not sure. I trust you.
I feel like it was it's Jay-Z.
She just feels like
just a gut feeling.
Just a gut feeling.
I feel like I've heard that somewhere, but I could be wrong.
Sounds
I don't
true.
know.
I feel like I've felt that somewhere.
Damn. Nah, yeah. If I was Drake, I'd crash out too.
Because I feel like I heard something about like he bought out something in the NFL, and then he's kind of taking charge of the Super Bowl.
He owns like the performance. I wouldn't be surprised. He's like a billionaire.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. Yeah, they're saying he's in hiding right now.
I think I think it was because after the whole what's that football player that took the knee?
Oh, Colin Kaepernick.
Colin Kaepernick. I think after that's when he bought it.
Oh wow!
I don't know.
Yeah, imagine we look it up. None of it's true.
I made all that up.
I know. Where'd you get that from?
I want that to be the canon.
In my head, that's exactly what
that's my head canon.
That's what happened.
Yeah, but moving on from Kendrick, last things. Hell yeah, rep LA. Listen to live and die in LA, born and raised.
Why's your hand wet?
That's my spit from laughing.
Oh, I thought like there was a leak.
Nah, I was just laughing too hard.
My fault. My fault. I'll cut that out.
No, it's okay. It's whatever. I just be laughing. You guys know. Everybody who listens already knows. But moving on, you told me some groundbreaking news that Australia is doing.
I saw it like right before we started the podcast.
Come on, don't ruin the podcast magic. You've been thinking about this all week.
Oh yeah, I've been ruminating on this all week. My fault.
Ruminating?
I think Australia passed a law that you have to be 16 years or older to use social media.
That's cool.
Yeah. Is that cool?
That's cool.
Is that cool?
Well, yeah, I mean,
what happened to freedom, guys?
Oh my god.
You guys said I have to be a fucking dick.
This is Australia. You live there?
But
says the guy in the red chair.
Ooh, she got you, bro.
What are you hiding?
What do you mean? How did that get me? That didn't even get me. What does that mean?
She's saying like red, like. Oh, here we go. It's posted on Daily Mail. Australia passes
Daily Mail.
No, are they bad?
I don't know.
They're just super conservative, but.
Oh really?
I think so.
Well, fuck them.
Let me see. I don't know. I actually don't know. Let me see. I'll look it up.
It says, news. Australia passes world first legislation banning children under 16 from social media.
World first.
Yeah. I think that's cool. Remember we talked about it? That like a bunch of psychologists agree kids shouldn't be on social media until 16?
Yeah.
I was going to say, I feel like we've talked about it on here.
All of us.
It's becoming super dangerous to be on social media.
But I'm curious what they consider social media. Like, does YouTube count? You know what I mean?
True. I think it does though.
Damn.
But you can comment and stuff. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be who I was now if I didn't have YouTube since I was like 8. Oh, I'm the bad guy. You guys looking at me like I'm the fucking bad guy.
I feel like.
Go ahead, insult my childhood.
I don't think I was on social media until like I was like 15, so I can't really.
YouTube counts, bro.
Huh?
YouTube counts.
YouTube
counts.
YouTube, but I didn't. Yeah, I never commented or anything. It was scary. Nah, yeah, I probably shouldn't.
But
have
you
been on YouTube.
lied. But you lied about your age, though.
Yeah, you know
lied
what's
about
funny?
your age.
He still
on
has the
YouTube.
parental like lock.
Actually, I haven't checked in a while. I might not anymore. I might have just turned. I might
you
have just turned
old.
like 18 or something. Yeah, for everybody who's watching, I don't know why, but when I first created my YouTube account, I made myself. I guess I was scared of the government tracking me. I made myself really young. I must have made myself like 2 years old because even just like a few months ago, I fucking I couldn't watch like age restricted shit.
Yeah.
And I've had that account since I was
So
like,
he has to watch on Julie's account.
yeah, I always had to switch my accounts.
That's funny.
And so Julie gets a lot of like scary shit.
I think that's cool. It'll never happen here in America though.
No,
Like,
of course not.
Never in America.
Not over my dead body.
Yeah. That's what all the I don't know.
Who said that?
Big tech. I don't know.
Big tech.
Big tech.
Look,
Big social
I
media.
looked up and it's true. I told you. Editorial stance: as a right wing tabloid, the Mail is traditionally a supporter of the Conservative Party.
Damn.
It is
So what is it? Damn.
Daily Mail.
Sorry.
Just bleep them out.
All right. I'll put.
No, I mean,
But I-
come
but I-
on.
no,
It's
but I-
just news.
But I wonder what the article actually says, though. Like, are
I
they
just saw it
for
on
it?
TikTok.
Are they against it? Like,
They're usually neutral.
It's one of those TikToks where it's just the headline.
no, yeah. But I was gonna say,
Oh.
like, in the article, I
Oh,
wonder if they're actually like for it or against it, and what they say in it.
They're
I don't know.
From what I've seen, okay, so this is my biggest thing. I thought you knew, but I knew you didn't know, and so that's why I didn't tell you because you always send me Daily Mail stuff.
oh.
I knew that they were conservative for a long time because I don't know if you've seen, but they usually would post like during the election, they'd post like Kamala's like most embarrassing moments, top 5 most embarrassing Kamala moments. And so I was like, wait a minute. And then somebody duetted it and was like, for those of you who don't know, like Daily Mail is like a super conservative like news outlet. But they get their job done. They obviously you seem to like them.
I'll
so
block them right now.
why? It's not like they're performing. They're giving false information.
I don't want to give them. What do you call it? Let's see. How do I block? I'm not very tech savvy, guys.
Just do it later.
Oh, I got it. They're blocked. I block them.
But you love the Daily Mail.
I don't.
You always send me the Daily Mail.
Pull up our chat.
Okay, I guarantee I can find at least 5. I'm not gonna do it now on the live on the show.
All right, I'll send you stuff from The Guardian now or whatever.
No, the Daily Mail is actually one of the biggest, I think, TikTok news accounts.
I'll
think
start
right
sending
now.
you stuff from the Nightly Letter or whatever.
The nightly letter. Just do your own mail
I'll
service.
do my own mail. I mean, news.
Yeah.
No,
It'll
but that's
be
cool.
left-wing.
It'll never happen in America though.
Yeah.
Never in a
I don't
million
think
years.
it would happen here.
So when you guys have kids, are you guys not gonna let
They'd
them
be like
use
freedom.
I mean,
freedom?
I'll try not to, but I think something new will come along that I just won't understand.
What was your question? Would I let my kids?
Yeah, would you let your kids? What age would you let your kids use social media? I guess.
16 sounds cool, but
Yeah.
then watch when we get older, it'll be like, oh, until you're 25. Yeah, which I'll be like, damn, all right.
Well, it's because people will start living on the internet by then. So it's like you're sending your 16-year-old.
I think by the time I have a kid who's old enough to be on social media, there'll be something new. Like, you know how parents used to be all like, don't sit too close to the TV. TV's bad. And then it was like nobody's even watching TV. They're all on their social media. So they didn't even see that coming.
well, now people watch TV like this close.
Yeah.
So they wear their glasses.
Yeah. So probably next it'll be like, I don't know, they'll plug into like the Matrix.
The
and it'll be
hologram.
like,
I know,
well,
right?
as long as he's not on that social media, so.
He's
I
he's
feel
only in the
like-
Matrix.
I feel like in whatever technology we advance, I think I'm gonna have my kids probably not do it until they're like 13 or 14.
Yeah.
Like even like YouTube and stuff, or do you mean just specifically like
I think-
social
I
media?
feel like like social media, I guess. I feel like YouTube is fine because it's like another streaming.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
True.
I just see it as
Just
that.
entertainment,
I
right?
see it as
Yeah.
like streaming.
Yeah.
I think I'll try. I think it's hard to ever like completely prevent somebody from doing anything.
Yeah.
I think it just makes them want to do it more. I'll try my best to just be at least present and make sure they're educated.
For sure.
Yeah.
Not just be like, here, stop crying. And then
For
they-
sure,
and
for
then
sure.
They're like zombies and watching that
Yeah.
shit.
Like Coco Melon.
Yeah.
Have you heard about that?
I heard that one and the fruit one. I like them. Like the little,
What-
sensory
the
little
vid-
dancing fruits.
sensory
I heard
videos?
those are bad for babies. Actually,
I
Really?
heard that too, but I don't know if that's just like
why though?
they're too
I'll look it up.
overstimulating. That they're too like bright and
Mm.
stuff. So stuff like PBS, you need stuff that's less stimulating. But the dancing fruit is bad for them apparently.
Okay, so some people have dubbed them, instead of cocoa melon, they call them cocaine melon. Or cocoa melon zombies. Cocaine melon's actually more clever.
That's funny.
They have speculated that cocoa melon can cause development delays and differences, but there's no evidence to support this. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Take it with a grain of salt. People just assume that like cocoa melon is bad, but if you ever watch cocoa melon, it makes you think. Because have you seen those viral videos of babies reacting to the song playing before they're like in the kitchen or something, and then they start
head banging.
They started like running to the TV, and people are like mind control or
oh my god,
development delay. But
I mean, I don't know. I like I said, I think it's hard to stop like completely anything. I'll try my best. Like I'll try.
I just feel like my children or like my baby's upbringing, I'm not gonna use technology. Yeah. Like I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Because I don't know, I still fall into that belief that like, you know, like screens and all that still are very affecting to your eyes. And because like that's the reason some people use like the blue
light glasses.
Yeah, blue light glasses, because that's for people who are always working on screens.
Gives you insomnia. And
so so that's why I'm like I don't think when they're like, you know, babies that I will let them or ever put them to watch something. Like I'll entertain them, like I'll do something for them, but that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think I would let them be on, I guess, social media that much or like using technology that much. At least when they're young. Like
what is young? Like what's the age range?
I don't know, whatever the development years are.
I think if they're old enough to ask, they're old enough to know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like for sure. My nephew is 6 years old, and it's kind of cool. I'll give you guys his perspective on or I'll give you some examples or real stuff that I've heard him say or do when I've been around him. So one thing he does like scary content, but not like this is so weird. I don't know unless I show you guys, because for those of you listening, it's kind of a crazy thing because this wasn't around when I was a kid. There's like scary content out there for kids that's made for kids. But I
get you.
So it's usually features an adult person commentating. It features music that isn't scary. Features like music in the background that's very like lighthearted, like dun 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 dun. You know, like the kind of like basic YouTube music. Yeah. And it's like and the commentator is always actually really sweet. It's always saying like, you know, obviously this isn't real and this is just what they see. But my nephew's like, you know,
it's like evil Fortnite.
Yeah. It's literally, it's super silly. It's made for kids, and the people who make it are aware that it's for kids. But there is, I guess, two things that I will point out. One thing is funny. My nephew asked me if I know how to like and subscribe, and I said, yeah. You click the thumbs up, and then you press the little subscribe button. It's like, oh, okay. I'm assuming because they always say like and comment. Sure and I'm sure some people that rub people the wrong way because they're like, oh, you see, they're teaching kids. They're just using them for money. Yeah. They're teaching them to like and subscribe because it puts them up in the algorithm. Yeah. Or whatever. I just think it's cute because even I've been around when they were doing the like and subscribe. And
I feel like the reason I'm not like, I mean, it's whatever. But remember did you guys ever watch Disney Channel? And they'd be like, go to this website and play the game. Just ask a parent. And that shit was covered with ads. It's kind of the same.
Yeah, it's just like they're just trying to get their money. Yeah. But like not in a like vindictive way. I get you. And just like, obviously they're not doing the shit for free.
Nah, yeah. I try to encourage reading. But I feel like if my kid's old enough to be like, how come I can't have social media? I'd be like, well, it's not. You know what I mean? Yeah. I try my best, but I don't think I'd be that. No. Yeah. You know those parents who are like, what is this? Like on your phone?
Pissed, like, you know, break the tablet.
If I ever see this again, you know, it's like, all right, come on now.
Yeah. And then go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, because like I wouldn't fully, deprive them from it. Yeah. Because I feel like I remember being sad and being like, why don't I have a phone? Yeah. And everybody else had a phone. Yeah. So I know it's for sure going to be hard, especially with technology and the way it's advancing. It's for sure going to be hard later on to be like, no, you can't use it.
Yeah, because you could risk alienating them too, where they won't relate to like their peers' experiences.
Also, I will say for us, it's going to be a little bit tough because it's like they're going to be like, oh, I can't use social media, but you can have like a career on social media. Like, oh, okay. You know, I'll be like, all right, well.
That's what I'm saying.
That is
it's
true.
just gonna get harder.
You know, so it's like, okay, Mr. Podcast Clips, like I can't have social media.
It reminds me of we went to a Friendsgiving hosted by Yosabo. Shout out to them, and we met our new friend. Her name is Daniela Denny.
Shout out, she's gonna be on the podcast soon.
Yeah. And she was saying that her parents were the ones who got her into social media because they had been wanting to do social media for a while.
Yeah.
So it kind of reminds me of that. And she's super like professional, super like level-headed. So I don't think it shows any negative signs.
No, yeah. Like I said, I'll try my best. Just try to make sure they're educated. Encourage reading, you know. Make them watch PBS, Mr. Rogers, and
yeah,
Sesame Street.
for sure.
Yeah.
So this is my second thing that I was gonna say. And then so I was watching more scary videos with him, and they're just so stupid. But like they're not stupid in the sense of Cocomelon, where it's just like brain rot. They're just obviously I'm an adult, so this is just like so silly.
It's like scary for
yeah.
They were kind of funny though.
Yeah, right.
I was watching them with him because I was eating, and he's in the living room and he's
Slender
just like
Man
watching.
in Roblox.
And then they were like, oh, he puts like a mission or whatever, and they have to find a house so they can be safe or whatever. And then they're all going to the wrong house. And then
he was like,
no, he wasn't really. When I was there, he wasn't really reacting. He was
locked
watching.
in.
No,
but I just thought it was funny what's happening in the video.
Yeah,
and I was like, that's funny.
I get you.
Yeah, they're very which is cool.
Yeah,
they're very kid friendly.
I get what you're talking about.
I guess it just YouTube has evolved to now where there's so many subgenres, which is cool because when that's what makes it safer than when I was a kid. When I was a kid, if I wanted to see scary videos, they were made for adults.
Yeah.
And so for him, luckily, there's a whole subgenre now of scary videos made for kids.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, so I was watching one of the videos with him. Something silly happened, and I was just like, I jokingly was like, "Why do you watch this? Why don't we put on a movie?" And he's like, "No, I don't want to watch movies. Movies stink. Movies are always so serious. They're always like, like he literally did that. He said that movies are too serious.
He just wants to be silly in peace.
Yeah, he said that was so funny. He literally used that exact verbiage. He's like, movies are too serious.
Damn.
Yeah, he said he's giving into the anti-intellectualism trend. Have you heard about that?
Anti-intellectualism trend? No, I haven't actually.
You haven't heard about that?
Educate me,
So
please.
here, the easiest way I can explain it is Kendrick's album. Let's say you pointed out that he says like a double entendre that is like clearly a double entendre. Clearly, he's referencing something in real life. And let's say you tell a friend.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, did you like his double entendre when he referenced A and B? And your friend is like, bro, it's not that deep. That's the an anti-intellectualism trend that's happening right now. Most people in the world have this kind of like distaste of anything intellectual. And so the whole trend of it's not that deep is an anti-intellectualism trend. So like, let's say us, you know how our podcast is very educated? People would be like, y'all corny or
It's too deep.
y'all doing too much or like it's not that deep. Or it's like who cares? It's not that serious. And it's like, why can't you guys just be funny and playful? It's because apparently in the United States there's been a trend of anti-intellectualism, which is why people say in the first place that Trump won, because most people are becoming very anti-intellectualism. Most people are like, it's not that deep, bro. Just relax, bro. It's not that serious. Who cares? It's like,
gonna be fine.
Or someone says something, Brandon says something educated, and someone's like, this fool's always trying to be smart. It's like that anti-intellectualism trend. Look it up. If people are saying,
I hate people like that.
if people say it's getting really big in the United States, look it up, anti-intellectualism.
I believe you. I 100% believe you, and that probably is what's happening.
Yeah.
Man, that sucks. But I think if you try and stuff like that is what lasts. I'm sure they had buffoonery back in like Shakespeare's days. Like,
true.
You know, like I'm sure the Valentine of Shakespeare's days was like, let me watch like, you know what I mean?
Let me watch these two guys stone each other.
You know, but that didn't last, right?
Yeah.
But Shakespeare was they still got that one.
Yeah.
Tom Holland was just in Shakespeare.
Yeah. That's why when Valentine said that, I was like, nah, the anti-intellectualism trend is hitting.
They got him.
They got him. He said movies are too deep.
This was too deep.
Movies are too deep and too serious.
But things are that serious.
Yeah, but it is always that deep.
He's not there yet.
Yeah, he's a little kid.
He's got how old is he? 6?
He's 6.
He's got 24. No, he's got 19 more years before his
brain fully develops.
Before things are that deep.
He's so cute right now. He's missing his front tooth.
He's a cool kid. I like him.
He's missing
He's a
his
good
phone
kid.
too.
He's a good kid.
He is. He's real smart.
He's a good kid.
He's real smart. You can have combos with him now.
It's also cool that in the videos it tells you when the jump scare is gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! Thank God. Where was that when I was a kid, man?
I'm telling you, yeah, these kids have it easy now, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone's soft.
They have it easy. Kids these days are soft. They get jump scare timestamps.
Yeah, back in my day,
it says jump scare in 3, 2, 1, but it's not like a huge jump scare.
It's just like
it's like a silly guy jumping in front.
Back in my day, we had to hide in the comments,
and it was like
and pray somebody timestamped the.
And it was like a real image of someone being like beheaded.
Yeah, that was back in my day. Yeah, I had it tough. Do you think people
soft.
are gonna be like that when they're old?
For sure. For sure.
Wait, what? Say that again.
Do you think people of our generation are gonna be like that when we're old? Like, back in my day,
we didn't have jump scare warnings.
We didn't have jump scare warnings. Back in my day, I had to grind on social media so that I could so that I could grow my platform.
Well, I like what people say when people bring up LeBron about how we always talk shit about people who used to play. So for those of you who aren't basketball players, but people always talk shit about basketball players of like the 70s and the 60s and the 80s being like, oh, these guys are playing with a bunch of plumbers and janitors, you know, people who had like second jobs. And so people bring it up with LeBron now. And it's like, I bet our kids will be saying like LeBron played with Twitch streamers and TikTokers.
And podcasters.
And it's so true though. Yeah,
that'll happen for sure.
Yeah, but wrapping this episode up, you know, we're gonna make it a little short today because it's a holiday. You know,
spend time with our family.
We got the festivities.
Yeah. So our final segment is just what are we thankful for, guys?
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Anyone want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, go ahead, Julie.
I am thankful for my life.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm thankful for this podcast and for you guys. And I am thankful for my family and all my friends and my boyfriend, all my loved ones. I'm thankful for everybody. I think it's been a good year. So I feel like there have been a lot of blessings, and I think I'm also thankful for everybody that I've met, honestly, so far in life. Because I think everybody has always taught me something, even if it was just for like a slight minute of just meeting them. So I feel like I'm grateful for the people that I've met in this whole entire journey of life.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Wow.
That's beautiful. And you got through the whole thing without crying.
I wasn't gonna cry.
She's talking
Did
about
I cry?
me.
She's
talking about
that
me.
part. That was me.
That was me.
Did I cry last year?
Did you?
No, but we be crying on here, so you never know when it'll come.
Okay.
You never know when it'll come.
Get it,
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm
Get it
strong.
right is mean. That works on me. It works on me. Yeah.
All right.
It works on me. When they start saying that, I'm like,
I do.
what do I do? I didn't have to, but now I do. Okay, so me. I get trying everything you said. I can agree with too, like and through mine. So I'm gonna try not to repeat your points. I'm gonna try to come up with my own. I'm thankful for the podcast. Seriously, guys, like it's kind of insane. I don't know what it was this past week. I was just thinking about it more, and I was just super grateful for anybody who listens, whether it's like you listen on Spotify or on YouTube, or you guys just like the clips, or you guys like our stories. I think I'm super grateful for it, whether you're listening to this right when it drops or you're fucking, I don't know, maybe years from now you're listening to this. Super grateful that you're even here perceiving me. I think that we've been doing it for a little while now, not too long, not as long as some people, but I get desensitized to, I guess, like the amount of attention that we can garner and the amount of vulnerability and a sort of impact that we can have on other people. And I want you to know that it's mutual. You guys have an impact on me. Most definitely do. And you guys encourage me to be a better person, be more educated, speak better, and then give you guys, better content. If you guys are okay with calling it content, because I know some people have weird feelings about using that phrase. But yeah, I guess that's what I would leave it off on. Shout out to you guys. Seriously, super thankful that we're here. We have this platform. Thankful that I have amazing co-hosts. You guys are super cool. You guys make me feel super comfortable. Thankful that we've had this legacy that we're building and continue to build. And thankful for everybody else in my life. Definitely. And my dogs. People who aren't people.
Quiere llorar? No, shit.
Really? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm kidding.
ahead,
That was cool. Wait, before I say mine, do people actually have a problem with content?
Cause some people say like it sounds so like industrialized, like very like we're calling it like we're selling content where like people say like we're only here for the money basically.
Oh brother, I am. No, I'm just kidding.
Come on, not on Thanksgiving.
Can't say shit these days, man.
I know.
Can't say content.
Can't say how many. Are we just problematic? Or do we just often use
Soft?
language?
I feel like content. Come on. Back in my day, it was called
I'm dead.
content.
Back in my day, we call it content.
What would they call it then?
Videos and just what they call it. But
My
saying
videos, my work.
Content.
it's because
my work.
people say it's like
art. It's
content
our
is like
art.
pretentious too.
No, it's our art.
Yeah. That's even more pretentious.
So then what do you want? What do you guys want from me?
This open letter this open passage into my heart is what I'll call this podcast.
Yeah. All these conversations. That's what they want us to call
These
them.
podcasts.
All right, let's see. What am I thankful for? I'm thankful for my life. I'm thankful I get to try again for a nice day. I'm thankful all my friends and family are happy and healthy, as far as I know. Please stay that way. I'm thankful for my girlfriend, of course. I'm thankful for, I don't know. I'm thankful for opportunities. I'm thankful we get to do what we do and we get the opportunity to make some change and hopefully make your day better. So that's what I'm thankful for. I'm grateful we get to have an impact, as hopefully this leads to greater impacts. We get to help people, and I'm grateful that in this life I was able to help some people with what we do. And most importantly, I'm thankful for our patrons. So,
You about to make me cry, shawty.
yeah, anything. Yeah. Shout out to Yoel.
What?
I was gonna say, I don't know what I was gonna say anymore. I'm too sick. I'm too sick to finish the joke. Shout out to Yoel, Jade Chicano, Eli Quintero, I Am Potato Tot, Stephen Carvajal, Angel Zabaron, Carla Corazon, El Verdugo de Pasadena, and Yesenia G. Your patronage is always appreciated. We're very thankful for you guys.
Extremely thankful.
If anybody in our wonderful audience wants to join the Patreon, our link is always in the description. We really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was really lighthearted and fun and silly. Yeah, we'll see you guys
We'll
next
see
week.
you guys next
Happy
week.
holidays.
100th.
Oh, shit, it's our 100 next week?
Yeah. It's okay. We totally remembered.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, see you guys
Stay
next week.
tuned. Bye.